And we're live. Good evening, you guys. Tonight we're going to get into some reptilian talk. And if you guys have not heard of the lizard people, they're everywhere. And and so I'm going to go ahead and introduce our first guest to speak about this subject. And her name is Rebecca. Go on and introduce yourself and tell everybody about these lizard folks.
Well, like she said, my name is Rebecca, and I learned about the reptilians, the lizard people, Anunnaki, about 13 years ago, 14 years ago. And I read upon an article on YouTube from the Los Angeles Times where the Native Americans said that reptilians were living underground in California, Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona, and the Four Corners in California. And they gave diagrams and maps of the underground city. And they knew this because they saw them. And Native Americans don't usually bullshit, and they usually pass down their information from generation to generation. Well, anyway, so I saw this article and it interested me, and I looked up reptilians on the internet, and I was seeing video after video. Now, when I had looked these up, there was over 1 million YouTube videos just on reptilians alone. And so anyway.
And when was this again? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
When did you start this reptilian journey?
13, 14 years ago, so it'd have to have been 2005, 2006.
Okay.
And are there the same amount of videos now?
I'm not
on
sure.
The internet, YouTube, or have they scrubbed a lot of them?
Yeah, censorship has really, really taken them down. I have a video that's up where Warner Brothers literally tried suing me to have my video taken down, and they banned it worldwide. And I couldn't figure out why. Why would they, a little girl, well, a woman from nowhere, California, and they're going to try to silence me? I mean, why?
There's something behind it.
Yeah, exactly. And then when TMZ and CNN Live Leaks and World News started subbing my channel, I was thinking, what the fuck? Why would they sub my channel? Why would CNN? Why would TMZ, TYT? Why would they all subscribe to me when I'm writing videos about reptilians? Because they were watching me. They wanted to know what I knew because they knew. So they were watching me. Anyway, the first video that I did ever was Elvis. And I caught his eye slit. And there's other videos about Elvis out there, but when I literally saw with my own eyes what people were talking about, I was flippant. So I started, researching it, and all the videos that were on YouTube, they ran their videos in movies. I mean, frame by frame by frame. They didn't break it down. They just ran with it. But I literally stopped to think, what are we not seeing? You know what I mean? So I had this idea where I would sit there, and every movie was either 27 to 30 hours long when I did this.
Oh, wow.
But I went frame by frame by frame by motherfucking frame. A 2-hour movie took me 30 hours. Okay?
You were deep in that rabbit hole.
Well, yeah, you know, but I've seen shit that no one else has ever seen. And literally the people that made those videos told me that I was the best. You know what I mean? Because I saw shit that they didn't even see.
Did they say, baby, you the best I ever had?
Well, I don't know. Not like that anyway. But yeah, no, they were telling me, you know, that I was the best. Anyway.
You number one, what?
That made me feel good, but I wasn't trying to be prideful because I was doing it for a purpose. You know,
I was just pumping you up. Yeah, I get it. You're humble.
Well,
Leah's the hype team.
Don't believe the hype.
And I stopped making them. I stopped making videos 5 years ago. It just drained me emotionally, physically. It just drained me, and I couldn't do it anymore. And people were disappointed.
Still in your luge?
Exactly.
You know. But yeah, anyway.
Do you know what luge is? Luge is your. Do you know what, when, like how Tara mentioned they're stealing your luge? Do you ever use that term? That's a term we like to use here in our podcast, because your luge is your energy, your good vibes, your light.
You know, yeah, to be emotionally draining, to stare at that kind of evil and think that no one knows. That's a lot of weight. You know what I mean? People don't know this, and how am I supposed to let them know? It's a lot of weight.
Listen.
You're doing it now, and you know, we thank you for coming on and spreading your knowledge.
That's kind of how well, let me just say real fast about Princess Diana. When they killed her, supposedly she knew that like the royals were lizard people, and she's seen a few of them shapeshift, including the queen. I think she told her makeup artist that, supposedly.
Right.
You know what? Speaking of the royals, off track just for a second. Did you see the video about that barely teenage boy climbing naked out of the 2-story building trying to get away from Buckingham Palace?
No.
Seen that.
I'm gonna have to look that up when we're done.
But
the queen actually has like a warrant out for her arrest for like the kidnapping of like.
Well, Buckingham
she does.
Palace
she actually does. Yeah. And the person who went to go and actually take care of it and arrest her, they put him in they locked him up and put him in an insane asylum, basically drugged him and locked him away.
Yeah, they put him on meds.
Right. And finally the public demanded him to be released, and they had to release him. But there is still a current warrant out for her arrest for these children that are missing.
Right. You know, what about, okay, speak on that again, the thousands of indigenous children's bones that were found underneath the colonists that were supposed to take them to school. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they killed them all. Yeah. You know,
I'm currently doing some research on that, and there will be an episode on our indigenous children coming. Well, the Native American tribe has on their on all their Native American lands. It's late at night. You guys have to excuse me. I haven't been drinking, but I've been smoking a lot of weed. What is it called? On their reservations, it finally came to me. There's been a lot of young women going missing, and what they're doing, instead of looking for them, they're considering them on drugs or with just don't want to be found.
Runaway is a very popular one, and they
unfortunate.
Won't, you know, they won't look for them. You know, who knows where they're going, if they're being sold into sexual slavery or reptilians coming out of the ground and snatching their ass. You know what I mean? The U.S. government freaking feeds the reptilians. We have no more control.
Now let's get into that. What made you start to notice this whole reptilian issue, and can you go further into that?
It's, when I caught interest when I saw the videos and sparked, the Elvis video, and then all the movies that I've done and all the shapeshifters, there was only 3 actors and actresses that I didn't see shift at all. 3 out of the 30 movies I did with countless actors and actresses, only 3 of them I didn't catch.
Who were they?
Kids shift.
Sorry?
Oh, that's a good question, Tara.
Did the kid actors ever shift, or was it just always adults? And who were the 3 that did not shift?
It was always adults. I didn't check kids. That would have fucked my head too bad.
Well, I'd like for you to check the kids too. Won't somebody think about the children?
Every time I see shifting, I take a picture of it on the TV every time. Even if they're not actresses or actors, I always take a picture. And let me tell you, the last shift I saw was Merkel. She's in the United States right now, and I'm telling you, her chin got deep, dark fucking lines, like a marionette with the hand, the jaw coming down.
Yeah.
Deep, dark lines. Go to Biden and what I just say? Merkel. Biden and Merkel. And watch.
Are you talking about Meghan Markle?
No, the Chancellor of Germany, Merkel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that lady. Okay.
Biden and Merkel, they're together. Watch the deep lines on her chin. You could see it for yourself.
It's not just because she's old, because old ladies have that too.
Oh, no. These aren't wrinkles, Leah. Yeah, I mean, it's like someone took a black marker and drew down. It's that dark and deep.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm going to let my dog out because I feel like he's breathing heavy into the camera. I don't know if you can see him, but he's right behind me just panting away. So give me 1 second, okay?
1 second. Anyway.
That's so crazy.
I got you an EMF. Oh, nothing personal. You see this necklace?
Yes.
It protects you against EMF radiation. And I bought you one.
Oh, cool.
I got it in, there's black and there's black and there's clear.
Okay.
So I didn't know if you wanted a black one or a clear one. Anyway.
I'm appreciative for anyone. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyone's cool.
Okay. Leah said she's going to come and pick them up, but I've been expecting her since March 5th, so.
Put on blast.
Anyway, okay, back to reptilians. Let's go back to.
Did you ever hear? Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let's talk about that.
Dulce, New Mexico, when the military was digging into this mountain in Dulce, New Mexico, and they dug too far, and when they realized that the cavern was not a cavern, they ended up invading into reptilian space. The reptilians were there, and it ended up being a firefight. And the reptilians had plasma balls, and the military had guns. I mean, this was back in the 70s. The military had just guns, and 66 people died on our side. And I think only 3 reptilians. Phil Schneider, a soldier, sacrificed himself to save Phil Schneider. And he still lost 3 fingers and got shot in the chest. But he survived. And
wait, he sacrificed himself to save who? Himself?
Phil Schneider.
Another soldier did.
Yes, a soldier sacrificed himself.
Oh, himself
Phil
to
Schneider.
save. Oh, okay. Okay.
So there's some sacrificial shit going on there too. Mixing that up. Ooh, ooh. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no, like that.
Okay.
No, he sacrificed his life to save Phil Schneider. Anyway, Phil Schneider came out and go back. They found in the cabin where the reptilians were countless cages full of women and children and hybrids in various stages of experiments.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Phil Snyder said this?
I'm sorry?
Did Phil Snyder say this?
Yes, he spoke it out and he ended up being killed for it. And you could look up, you don't take my word for it, look up Phil Schneider on YouTube and you could watch his interview and take it or leave it. This is his story. I'm just letting you know what he said.
Yeah. I've seen that one before, but I don't remember the women and children, but maybe I tuned out or something.
Now, with the women and children, were they saved?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
You could also go to Wikipedia. I mean, it's a kind of a bullshit thing, but you got to take it or leave it.
You're not going to answer my question. Were the women and children saved? What about the women and the children?
No, they were not saved. They were all destroyed.
Damn.
Sacrificed.
Wait. I'm wrong. I have a memory. I just thought.
Well, where's your facts?
I'm sorry, what?
Gotta get them facts on that one. I'll get them right. Sorry.
Okay.
I apologize. I do apologize. I mean, I hit a soft spot there, and I'm not trying to offend you.
But
I believe that, but when you spoke of the women and the children, I wanted to know if they were...
That's the truth. That's the truth. The only thing I was going to change is I remembered that Phil Schneider actually did save one of them.
Okay, good. Okay.
Is that how he got his fingers blown off?
Yeah, he got shot at. I don't know the circumstances surrounding it, but he lost 3 fingers and he was shot in the chest with plasma, not guns.
With plasma, yeah.
I remember that one of them came out of it okay. Maybe she was newly abducted. I don't know.
Maybe
but
she
I
was
remember
a lizard.
That could be true too.
She was infiltrating.
And reptilians, okay, get on that subject. I'm thinking about the one that arrived in Apple Valley from that TV show, and I live.
Damn it.
I saw that.
You did?
Yes.
And what'd you think?
I thought it was, well, let's explain it and tell let's tell the folks where we can explain the situation there.
Okay, well, I already said that Los Angeles Times reported reptilians being underground, and there was this couple, this wife was walking her dog, and reptilians came and chased her, and she jumped in the back of this truck, and she cell phoned her husband saying, "Help." And he came out and saw what was going on, and that was in Los Angeles. And then the next episode of the reptilians, there was this little girl, and she kept on asking for more food for her imaginary friend, or so her mom thought. And one day she asked for food, and the mother decided she was going to find out where the food was going. And she watched her little girl give a sandwich to a reptilian in the little girl's closet. And the mother screamed, and apparently the reptilian went down a portal and it went cement and carpet again in her closet like it was never there. Take it or leave it, you know. But you could look up that story too in Monsters and Mysteries in America and watch that episode for yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. That one's creepy.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I don't go to sleep.
Have you
3 or 4 o'clock? Hell fucking no.
What do you mean you don't go to sleep till 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock?
Yeah,
those-
what? That's the
3
witching
a.m.
hour.
to 4 a.m. My ass is up.
Why?
The demon's hour, I am awake. You are not going to catch me unaware.
Oh.
After what I've put out, you know what I mean? I put them on blast, and I've caught things that no person has seen before.
Now, do you think these are demons? Is that what you're...
Yes. Oh, yes. I believe that they are probably the Watchers or the descendants of the Watchers.
Okay, that's interesting.
I mean, yeah, and it's just my personal opinion. But the fact is, I'm not trying to sway you to an opinion one side or the other. I'm just trying to get you to read the information and judge for yourself.
And we thank you for that. And that's why
Have you read the info?
Go
ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh.
I'm good.
Have you read the info on Jesus being a shapeshifter?
Not a shapeshifter, no. There are people out there that believe that he is an alien, and he really is an alien to us if you are literal in that context, right?
Well, no, they say that's why Judas had to kiss him, because he had to like show who he was, because he could take on different forms. Like,
oh no, I don't believe he took on different forms, not until after his death. Nope.
Well, he did shapeshift water into wine, and he walked on water.
And the Ethiopians. You like the Book of Enoch, and the Ethiopians that follow the Book of Enoch believe that he was a shapeshifter. So you should look into it. It's interesting.
I never have heard that, but I will not ever either. I gotta tell you, because one way or the other, it doesn't matter, because Jesus and Yahweh are both alien to me. Yeshua is the Son of God, and God, you know, they are both alien. They are both higher than what I can comprehend. They are both energy. They are both
exactly, but it's not blasphemous or scary to think that he was, or like there could be good and bad shapeshifters.
See, I take shapeshifting in a negative connotation. Because
is that because of the lizards?
Well, because they're shifting into lizards. It doesn't say shift into lizard. It says, look, I'll read it. It says, then the Jews said to Judas, how shall we arrest Jesus? For he does not have a single shape, but his appearance changes. Sometimes he is ruddy, sometimes he is white, sometimes he is red, sometimes he is wheat colored, sometimes he is pallid like aesthetic, sometimes he is youth, sometimes he is an old man.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a
mind thing. You know, maybe his mind was just so powerful he could like telekinesis. You know, I don't. But if what you're trying to get at is Jesus was a reptilian, I rebuke that. I don't know.
You're hearing that because that's what you want to hear. Nobody said that at all.
Said shape shifting. Can he
But
shape shift?
That I take shape shifting in a negative connotation.
You need to separate the two because we're not talking lizard shape shifting, the one that you have a negative implication
but
towards.
I just said that I never heard of Yeshua shape shifting, so I need to research that, and then I will get a different idea. But I'm like two ends of the spectrum right now.
I understand, and we're not trying to burn you at both ends with the. All we're here to do is feed information to people, and we all have our own opinions, and they're all respected, and they're all
an opinion. That's not an opinion.
Oh, it was just.
Okay.
Well, it's writings. It's writings from like
something we have.
The other writing.
I have no knowledge of, and I'm trying to tell you guys that. You know, okay, that's another thing that maybe I shouldn't do this.
No,
that's two.
Oh, Becky, I'm not trying to offend you.
There was nothing we did offensive. I'm not gonna.
First you said, watch what I say, because I missed about the lady leaving, and you were calling me out, and now you're making me feel stupid.
Who? Because I've never had a conversation with you. So who?
No, but I'm trying to tell you guys that I have no side on the subject of Jesus shape-shifting. I need to research it so I won't say a motherfucking word about it.
Okay, you don't have to.
No,
that's what this does. We're all just giving our opinions.
Listening.
I heard that, so I'm bringing it up because that's what I've heard about shape-shifting. Like, I don't understand. I'm not asking. I'm just asking if you've heard of it. You could say no, and we could have been moved on already.
Leah said beginning, don't get too personal, but I guess I just did.
No,
I didn't know I didn't know that was being personal. Like, I didn't know I don't know you like that. I didn't know it was gonna be. I don't even know what I did still. So, I mean.
Well, what I did say is don't mention when we'll cut all this out, but what I did say is don't mention about your personal life. That's all. There wasn't nothing about don't get too personal. Yeah, I just said don't speak of like your living situation, like your roommates or Mark or stuff like that. We're gonna keep it like subjects. That's what I said.
Oh, well, I was right on subject, so.
All right. Well, Becky, you have a good night. I don't want to offend you. I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'll let you go so you can relax, and I do apologize for offending you if I did. So.
Is she here?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I didn't try to offend her. I just literally was just putting in what I've heard about more about shape shifting.
She moved from the car, right?
Oh yeah, she left.
Okay. So
I didn't what was for a podcast. I didn't honestly though, some people are just like I understand how she feels right now, but she needs to sit back and assess how she feels because honestly she can't go around. I didn't say anything offensive.
Was I being mean to her?
And then
truthfully?
No, nobody was. She got really, really offended, really touchy. And it's like I wasn't asking her about it or to know about it. I guess I was just saying that cool little thing I heard.
Well, I know, but that's the thing. Some people.
It makes Jesus more cool. It makes Jesus more cool. It just means.
Listen.
And it's not going against anything. Then some people are just going to have a tough time because literally nothing was done offensive. I'm sorry. No. My existence is offensive. I'm fucking sorry. I can have my own goddamn opinions. No.
We're living in a fucking world. And that's what I try to explain to her. We're talking. We're conversating. This isn't anything. We're not trying to make her shove beliefs down her throat. And she just...
See, I grew up surrounded by people that were too offensive over their beliefs. So I'm sorry. I've been there, done that a million times. So there's no... there's nothing on my end that I need to do. I didn't do anything.
And that's why I asked you, because sometimes it takes another person to assess the situation, because I don't see my actions like other people do. And I was like, did I say something offensive? Was I being rude?
No. She was trying to purvey that the way she sees shape-shifting is in a negative light, and she doesn't view Jesus that way. Okay, once we knew that, we explained to her that that's not what we're saying about Jesus, that he's not negative. He's not, we're not implying he's a reptilian. We reiterated that. Like...
All right, so basically this went way left.
It went like Bishop Larry Gators. Oh!
Definitely hit a soft spot in that girl. She's way too soft. It's hard to not hit one. And
well, I mean,
when you're soft like that, you can't hit it's hard to not hit a soft spot. And
I don't tiptoe through the tulips. I don't walk on eggshells. I've done that enough. I said it in the... First of all, what I said was not offensive. We can go on a poll and ask a million different types of people. Okay, we're having a conversation, and I said something that was not offensive, and that was not meant offensive. And then I explained the difference between what I was saying and how she was taking it.
Okay, I agree.
What do you... Okay, you agree, or you see something I don't?
No, I just think she's too sensitive. And like I said, when you're soft like that, it's hard to not hit a soft spot in somebody. Like she's a fucking target. It's everywhere. Like there is no like target on her. It's everywhere. Like, you know.
She felt like I was a demon. There's no bullseye is what
I'm trying to say.
She literally felt like I was a demon. She stays awake at 3 or 4 in the morning trying to fucking make sure they catch... Like, that's what the vibes I was getting. She felt like I was that kind of energy coming at her, like trying to fucking question her beliefs. And it's like, dude, whatever. That's how I felt. Maybe I just got
Heller. We all know why are you up at 3, 4 in the morning at the witch, like you said, it's the witching hour, the demon hour, whatever they want to call it. Ain't nothing good going on at that time. What is popping at that time? You better be fast asleep, getting your beauty sleep. So that's all I have to say.
I don't know how that's gonna... I guess that's... Yeah. We should put the whole thing on.
Really? I'm about to rewatch it right now. So I could laugh.
I mean, that was ridiculous. Like, literally, I was literally trying to lead in. She likes Book of Enoch. She's totally down with all of that. She believes in the fallen watchers. That's all straight out of the Book of Enoch. Well, guess what, honey? So the fuck is this shit? Like, what do you mean? Like, the same people that believe in the Book of Enoch and all this, and they follow this.
Yeah, let me see if she texted me.
I don't want to get mad. I ain't even mad at her. I'm just like,
I'm not mad either. I'm just not mad.
I'm just annoyed. Like, I don't. She's just gonna have to sit back. Hopefully she'll... I don't know. Hopefully.
She's too sensitive. Let me tell you something.
She is? Like, see, I don't even know. You know, I don't know that she's sensitive.
Well, obviously, I'm finding these things out. So, and I thought I was...
We ain't.
Toughen up, buttercup. You know, you better buckle up. So anyway, she's more than welcome to come back on anytime. We're not taking this personal so long as she doesn't. We're always welcome to have a guest that's open to listening to us as well as us listening to them. There's no reason for us to not all communicate. That's what this is about. Communication.
Yes. And I will say what I need to say.
I understand that. All right. Well, I guess until then, we'll have another sesh tomorrow or something. We'll cut this out. I'll stop recording real quick, okay?
Okay.